Alright, Babber.
Hello folks, welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. Last time we spoke to these tree people who told us we have to go and through here basically. Let me get the journal up, it tells us in there. We need to get through the pit in the burial isle because Theos destroyed the route to Breath Eamon, which is where, well, this is going to take us to Burial Isle, and this wants us to go to Burial Isle. So I need to go into Ter Evron, where I can pray to the gods to give me safe passage. So we're not going to do that. What we are going to do is go and find Arthwin near the Hall of Warriors and see if we can get some answers. But what I do want to do, because Sagani is on 1 health out of everything that she's got, I want to head back to the Hearthsong district. Let's double speed it. And from the Hearthsong district, we should be able to stay at the inn that was there. I think there was an inn there, wasn't there? Please tell me there was an inn there. That's my theory. So we'll head to Hearthsong. It's only an hour to get there. That's not bad. It's not 15 minutes like in the city, whatever it was called that I've forgotten. That was a few tens of 20s of episodes ago. I don't know. The map's not there. I don't know. But yeah, we'll go and rest up. We will go. There it is. No. I thought that was it. Was that it? No. Is that it? No. 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 Maybe it is there. Let's go back to here. And let's see what happens. The sound struggles now and again. Did you just hear it clicking? The sound struggles when it's on double speed sometimes. Not to worry. Right, let's head in. I think we can rest here. I think it was here. If it's not here, we're in trouble. Yeah, there was a tiny little inn, wasn't there, in a tree. Is it this place? It's not this place, is it? It's not this place at all. It's a little place in a tree. It's not here. It's not there. It's not that one. Maybe it is that one. Maybe it's... No, I don't know. It's around somewhere. We'll find it. We'll find it. Come on. Right. No. 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 Celestial sapling. That was the puppy. That was what... See? Sound. It struggles with the water. But there we go. I don't know if it's picking it up on the video. But, yeah. Interesting. Right. Celestial sapling. That's what we're after. Have a little rest. And head back out again and get through more loading screens to get all the way back to the same place. I suppose I should have done this off camera, so I'm sorry. You'll have to make do with a bit of me jibber-jabbering on for 5 minutes about nothing and rubbish. Where's the bar? There's the bar. Where's the bloke?
Good day, stranger.
Good day. Welcome back. Is there anything I can do for you? I would like a room, please. Yes, something with a nice view. 2 might, 2 con, 2 resolve. I'll pay the money for that. We got loads. Did that say 37 grand? That's a lot of money. That's probably as much money as is in the realm. Well, it's obviously not. Bright Hollow Hearth construction is completed. Kendra's assigned. Yeah, that's alright, that's fine. Right, what else can we build? What's next? What did I just do? I don't know. Something around here somewhere. Bright Hollow Hearth. Bright Hollow Lab. We may as well get Bright Hollow done. Right, let us head forth this way. This way is out. Head forth and go and talk to some...
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Huh?
Well, what's up with you two? Getting stuck on some wood.
Hey.
Yeah, dummies. Right, we'll get through this loading screen. Whoosh! quickly as we can, and then run back to the exit of the area, get back to, what's his name? Arthwin. Elms Reach is where we want to go. Come on, fast mode. Meow. Straight over the river, past the house, past the weird looking treehouse thing that I'm not sure I clicked on to read it earlier, but not doing it now. Right. Now, Elms Reach. Let's go. Boom. 1 hour. So we'll go and speak to him. And then up to Northweald. I'm guessing. Oh no, that's the quest, isn't it? It's not go to Northweald. It's speak to Blokey at the hunter's place of holiness. Right. Let's come off of fast mode. Let's have a little look around. Who do we have here? Warrior. Stelgar. Oh, there's loot. Oh, it's stealing loot. I'm not a steely looter. And that's when it appears to tell blah blah blah. Are you the person I'm looking for? Arthwin. A lanky hunter grooms his stubble, a patched fuzz of blonde hairs, while listening attentively to a young elven woman. He was doing all the talking. That was when I struck down Jibby Jabber. She whispers in his reddened ears and giggles. With his head still lowered, he flashes a wild smile in return. Somebody's in love. The hunter notices you. He clears his throat, straightens his back, adopting an air of dignity. I've been expecting you. My tribesmen have told me that you're to speak the truth about Fiorm's exile. He combs his sparse stubble, darting a glance to the elven woman. Well, Arthwin doesn't hide from the truth. Ask, and I'll answer. What happened to him? Arthwin looks down and licks his lips. Fiorm. He pushes the blonde bristles away from the edges of his mouth. Every tribe knows his prowess, a hunter of great name, but this time he fell behind. We spotted the giant Stelgar on the Sentinel's ridge above the waterfall of the Northweald. It was stalking for prey. Arthwin lightly shakes his head. Fiorm wanted us to split. He'd lure the beast to the river and I'd flank it. The hunter scratches his flushed earlobe. But the beast didn't come down to the riverbank, so we tried to circle it on the ridge. I climbed faster, and there it was, ready to pounce on me. Arthwin thrust his fist forward. I pierced flesh mid-air, rolled over and stabbed at it again and again, and it was dead. The hunter pushes his moustache back and looks up. Fiorm couldn't believe he didn't earn the kill, not even a cut. He said he'd not return with the shame of losing to a twice-split arrow. Arthwin sighs. I pleaded, but he was a keeper of the stone. He'd not listen. And now he's exiled. Who knows where? Well, tell me about your tribe. Okay, so we don't know where Arthwin is. There's no leads at all. Maybe this will help. We're young, the youngest tribe in Glanfath. Arthwin hesitates for a moment, scratching his beard, and then spreads his long legs apart. But we're not weak. The other tribes have their history, and now we, the twice-split arrows, are making our own. Arthwin puffs his chest and pounds it with a fist. We're true Glanfathans, true hunters. I've proven our worth. His patches of golden stubble sparkle alongside a glowing smile. It was me, not Fiorm, who killed the giant Stelgar. All right, well, fair enough. I think that's told us bugger all. I spoke with Arthwin. Insisted that he was the one to kill the giant Stelgar at the Northweald near a ridge atop a waterfall. According to him, Fiorm couldn't bear the thought of losing to a hunter from a lower tribe and chose exile. So do we need to head to Northweald? I'm guessing we do. That's what that says. Head to Northweald and look for a ridge atop a waterfall. So that is our next plan. So, where do we want to go? Old Song, Blood Sands. Have we been in Blood Sands? What's Blood Sands? That's the Glanfather, right? Golden Grove. That's where we've got to go in a bit. Have we been in Blood Sands? I can't say I recognise it off the top of my head. It's a cave. Should we go and have a look? I bet we've been here. I'm betting we've been here. Mind you, we hadn't been there. Or maybe we had been there. I don't know. I don't know. It's a good job my memory is so bad, because it just means everything's new. All the time. Is this where the hunters were? Supplicants. What are we supplicanting for? There's no greater honour than dying for one's tribe. If some fall in battle, how is this different? I have no idea. No idea how it's different. But we shall go and have a look-see and see if there's an answer. Right. Oh, we haven't been here. Okay, this is interesting. Okay. This is new. Hello. Who are you, little possibly monkey man? You look quite furry. Keeper Grost. Keeper Grost. The Ethic Knoll welcome your presence, supplicants. The Ethic Knoll. Keeper Grost. That's not either of these two, is it? No. No, I need to pray for them in Ter Evron, which is not where I am. That's alright, that's fine. Who are you? You're just a keeper. Let's have a word with you then, Mr. Keeper Gorost. A dwarven man. Oh, you're a dwarf, not a monkey. Okay, fair enough. That was dwarvist of me, isn't it? A dwarven man stands motionless near the roaring fire that lights the cavern. Your sacrifice feeds the land, supplicants. Come forth. A gust of smoke curls around him, licking the charred flesh that bulges on his forearms. They suddenly flex. Estremor. The dwarf holds his fists in a tight grip. Your kin doesn't come here to share with the tribes. What do you want? What is this place? Blood sands. The dwarf picks on his scarred forearm. His guttural sigh mingles with the crackling of wood and bones behind him. As I said, Estremoran rarely visit our halls. The Glanfathans call this place Blood Sands. We call it home. The Ethic Knoll have tended the lands from within this cave since before the arrival of the tribes to the Twin Elms. Grost crosses his arms. Be warned, Estremor. We bleed life to nurture it. Our sacrifices may strike you as savage, but the health of those lands depends on them, and it's unseemly for guests to insult their hosts. Okay, tell me about the sacrifices. Gorost spreads his stocky legs apart and locks his forearms. Everything must die to return anew, Estremor. Through the sacrificial rites we offer supplicants the honour of giving their most precious gift back to their brethren, back to the land. The dwarf lifts his fist, thick and mottled by red scars. The blood gives us strength. Even the Glanfathans have come to depend on the blood paint. They brim with the power before battle, all thanks to the sacrifices of their kin. And tell me about the Ethic Knoll. Okay. So our order has thrived for generations. Before we came to Twin Elms, our rites fed the lands of the Eastern Mountains. Now we share blood for our Glanfath. Gorost opens his palms. Strikes of red skin run through them like flames. To everything that must end, our sacrifices bring a new beginning. He looks up. We sustain what's to come. Remember, Estremor, you're a guest in these halls. Respect our ways and we'll tolerate your presence among us. Okay, fair enough. Alright, so be nice, basically. Don't chav anything. It's all good. There's a dude there. There's a named fella there called Talon. That's, oh. Let's have a look over here. So there's Talon there. Essence taken by force may sustain 1, but essence given freely empowers many. Fair enough. Alright, let's have a word with this Talon fella. All of the Anam Father have called upon the Ethic Knoll for war paint at some point. Okay, is this a dead end? Nope, this goes on. Alright, we're going to right-hand wall it today by the looks of it. Hello. This will be the dining area by the looks of things. There's a thing down there. Oh, I need to pause. My phone is ringing. Back in a moment. Hello, folks. Sorry about that. I had a quick phone call appear. So, right, let's have a little word with Naka. The petitioner before you is swaddled in loose-fitting robes. Her hair is greasy and matted. A glossy film of sweat and grime coats her exposed skin. She has the swollen features of pregnancy and several missing teeth in her big grinning smile. As you approach, she slowly turns to you and examines you from head to toe, smiling the entire time. "Joyous day to you," she says. Despite coming from a wearied body, her voice sounds resonant and relaxed. "I am Naka, midwife and lawkeeper." Her hands run across the slight bulge in her belly. She rolls her head back and sighs a relaxed purr. "Are you feeling well?" "Flawless," she replies. "Apologies. I should be left to my meditation. The rite of strength is invigorating, almost overwhelming to the senses." She reaches down and cradles her belly in her hands and turns away. "All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, no, we're not worried about beer. Right, let's head on. Who are you? You're just a keeper. I don't want to press enter to input a command. Thank you. Okay. Let's follow the edge. Oh, hello. What are you? You're a flame blight. Okay, fair enough. There's some sleeping quarters around here. This looks like a bit of a ritual. The gift of sacrifice transmutes blood into water and essence into power. Thingnol. Just as the flesh of one nourishes many, the sacrifice freely made strengthens those that will come to us. Strength for the ones that will come to us. For the ones that will come to us. Okay. Is anything else gonna happen? Is my dog getting in the way? Let's talk to the keeper. Nope, nothing. Nothing at all. Right, let's have a nosy in here. That's thieving. We're not gonna thieve. That's locked and thieving. Fine. Let's have a wander around this way. There's a wall in the way there. Ah, that's a very hot swimming pool. There's a supplicant. Are you going to sacrifice yourself and throw yourself in? The heat emanating from this pool threatens to singe the flesh of your face. That's pleasant, I must say. It's not really. This looks like an entrance into another room. Essence within to nurture flesh, and essence without to strengthen it. This looks like it could roll away and go to a secret room there. I see blood on the floor. Is this the sacrificial room? Oh, well, these are their customs. I'm not going to get in the way. Who are you? Oh, you're a leader, fella. Oh, hello. What's going on here?
As your blood flows, so shall your essence. Your life's energy shall feed the soil, and your soul's energy shall enrich the community. This is by your own choosing, supplicant?
If it's by their own choice, yes. The elf's voice is high but even. The dwarf grips a hatchet with both hands and raises it over his head. He throws his shoulders forward and swings the weapon into the elf's chest, connecting with a meaty thump. Blood gushes around the blade and the sacrifice's screams rend the air. Hiravias's hand clutches his chest as his eye widens in amazement. I did say I wanted to see the teachings of other druids, but I think I was imagining more dried herbs and chanting. We never did that in my circle back home, never. Despite his earlier agreement, the elf thrashes atop the stone table, his torso aching while his arms and legs remain tied in place. Meanwhile, the dwarf spreads his arms wide and allows the blood to spatter his robes. When the elf is finally silent and still, the dwarf pulls his hatchet from the body and wipes it on his hem. Kana makes a disgusted noise and turns away. I think I preferred these rites when they were only words upon a page. Why did I look? It's not as if I didn't expect it. Yes, well, are you just you're an arch druid, are you? Is that what you are? Okay, let's have a little word then. I don't want to get into any combat though. The dwarf wears crimson robes that are stained and streaked with dark patches. His face is smooth but lacking youthful elasticity. It's as if the lines and wrinkles have been formed and erased many times over. He watches you with eyes like two black pits as he wipes his hatchet on his robes. Hail, Estremor.
No one comes to Blood Sands without a purpose. What is yours?
I'm not going to accuse him of murder just yet. Who are you?
I am the Archdruid of the Ethic Null.
Okay.
For centuries it has been my duty to guide our rituals and guard our knowledge. It is work that requires a certain resilience, but it is not without its benefits.
Yes, if you've been here for like hundreds of centuries, hundreds of years, i.e. centuries. Restin's eerily smooth face is motionless as he watches you. You murdered a man right here. Benevolent too, he lowers his head. Your simplistic morals do not apply here, Estremor. Murder does not enter into it.
Sacrifice, and one willingly entered into.
Fair enough.
The survival of all things depends on balance. Give and take.
I may not like your methods, but if it works for you, who am I to argue? This principle lies at the heart of all power. Expending something of value releases energy that can be channeled by those who know how. He tilts his head forward towards you. All kith, whether or not they care to admit it, practice this. We take the yield of the land and the flesh of the beasts to live, and we give our blood and sweat to propagate the things we desire. Yeah, I see what you mean. Then you're wiser than most. There is much power in the world for those who have the will and the knowledge to tap into it. His black eyes dance. I invite you to explore our halls and speak with our supplicants. One can learn much by observing the sacrifices others are willing to make for a greater purpose. Perhaps you will even consider making a sacrifice of your own. He opens one hand towards you. The creases and nails are darkened and brown. Not all of our sacrifices are written in blood, but the most powerful are. And tell me about the ethic. No, I'm not sacrificing one of my party members. That's what it comes down to. We are a druidic order that has been in Twin Elms since Engwithan times. Our founders came from the White March seeking a place where we might practice our beliefs in peace, as it were. Unlike most of our Glanfathan brethren, we seek answers in the world around us rather than in the teachings of gods. We believe that all life has power and that this power can be siphoned and conducted. We are not, as some suggest, madmen and murderers. All of our rituals are conducted with willing participants and through methods that have been tested and refined over centuries. He nods, his black eyes shining. This allows us to create the war paint for which we are respected, if not loved. Tell me more of your sacrifices. A guttural laugh rumbles from his throat. We merely believe that, in giving up something of value, the energy from that sacrifice can be diverted elsewhere. It is not so difficult from what you folk practice all over the world. If you want to turn the soil, sail a ship, or move a cart, you must expend energy. He smooths his robes, but we're best known for our practice of kith sacrifice. This is the most potent form of sacrifice because it releases the most energy. We distill the essence of an entire soul into raw power that can strengthen the body, fortify the soul, and extend life. That all sounds rather good. More than a little different from sailing a ship, Kana squirms. An interesting perspective even so. The Glanfathans are never half-hearted in their superstitions, are they? What's war paint? A special unguent binding raw essence to the wearer. It grants incredible advantages in combat and has made us indispensable to the tribes. Whatever they say about our practices, almost all of them have made use of our war paint at some time or another. Excuse me, a slow smile spreads over his face. Fascinating indeed how the most strident objections can be overcome by circumstance. How are you different from the ovates of the Golden Grove? A dry laugh rasps from his throat. Golden Grove? I remember when Arona came up with that name. He gives you a darkly gleeful look. Used to be as green as the rest of the forest, you know. We're more similar than they'd like to admit. We both believe in achieving power without the double-edged aid of the gods, the Glods. But their fantasy is pure creation, something from nothing. They blind themselves to the fact that all life, from the mightiest dragon to the slimmest blade of grass, requires death, and the greatest ends require the greatest sacrifice. That's just the way the world works. Yes, we are simply observers, declaring the morality of the natural world is as pointless as naming the winds. Let's have a look at this war paint then. I'm no merchant human, taught to keep a Wurdra. She's around here somewhere. Alright, fair enough. Goodbye. Alright, well, I reckon we'll leave that there for now, and we'll find this. She's not there. We'll find this merchant next time, and we'll have a look. Well, I say we'll have a look at what skills and stuff this war paint does, and yeah, we'll take it from there. So until next time, folks, bye bye for now.